Of course, Jose came in and just did a super job behind the blocking.
That's right, but you could see those blocks out there in front of Jose though too.
Well, he kind of gave a little spark to the team right there, and they could see what he was doing, and they gave a little extra effort themselves. The linemen did, and all the way from the tight end all the way down through, they were getting after him. Going to have to this week too, because I've seen a tape on Cedar Town, and boy, they may be even better defensively.
All right, it's extra effort time this week, surely against Cedar Town. So get them ready, gentlemen, and we need this win at Cedar Town Friday night. So let's go to the game film.
We ran a test on our carpet. Actually, we walked it 50,000 foot treads. And we proved that Anso Crush Resistor still looked good because Anso Crush Resistor bounces back. But when you come into the showroom, you may want to bring some test equipment of your own. Anso Crush Resistor, the carpet that bounces back.
The Cope Company's quality comes first. Cope Machinery Company, providing precision work with computer-aided manufacturing, giving you the versatility needed for today's manufacturing, including the carpet and carpet-related industries. Cope Brothers Construction, general contractors for all your industrial, mechanical, commercial, and residential construction needs. Cope Pool Builders, quality work building all types of swimming pools, commercial and residential, including full-service maintenance. All major brands, pool equipment, spas, chemicals, and replacement parts. For all your construction, pool, and machinery needs, call the Cope Companies today, 226-0989.
His childhood will have so many ups and downs. And these stairs will hold a lot of memories.
Hello, dear.
But you won't find little mementos in the carpet, because carpet of Trevera polyester has stain resistance that won't wear off in heavy traffic. It's built for beauty that lasts.
Eric!
So chances are,
Just don't understand.
your patience will wear thin long before Trevera does. Of course, one day he'll find himself. When he does, find him a place of his own. For carpet that can take anything, well, almost anything, Trevera.
Well, it's certainly a beautiful night, Coach Katie, for football.
Yeah, nice and cool.
Had a great crowd. And this is Jay Dukes kicking off. We won the toss and elected to defer. And Jay does a great job of kicking the ball 5 yards deep into the end zone. So they take over on the 20-yard line. They come right out on a bootleg pass and are well executed. And Boyd keeps the football and runs up the field for about 16, 17 yards. So on the next play, they come on to veer. Well played there by Bo Hammock, free safety, and picks up a yard. Come back and run a speed option, and we had people getting the ball. Fine tackle there by John Fordham. There's Heath Carroll in there also, along with Jason High. Come back, run the counter option. Good job by Jason High and Darby McCamey making the tackle. Jason had a fine football game, getting better each week. Brought up a fourth down, and they punt the football. We're in good position to field the ball, but we mishandled it, and they jump right on the football and take over on about the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. Big break in the ball game for Murray County. They come back with a counter sweep, and this was Jason High making a tackle. That was a big play for them here in the course of the first half. They were in motion. They get a 5-yard penalty. They come back and run the fullback, Heath Carroll, along with Blake Smith making a tackle. Our starters in this ball game, well done right here, well covered. Our starters, Blake Smith, a senior, then our tackles, James Couch, well done right there by John. Doggone John played a fine ball game. We were right up in their face on defense on those corners. This is a great job here by Darby McCamey. Just a great effort, Darby, slipping inside the tackle and blocking the field goal attempt. So it was a big play in the ball game.
Oh, yeah, we felt like that really turned us around right there. We come back and run a counter sweep pass and get Tolly Campbell. Tolly had some big catches in this ball game, moved the ball downfield. Good position right here. We come up with a penalty that's a long penalty that stops us here, and this is Bucky Wright doing a trap block there, real good job. Jeff Green carrying the ball. Come back on this play right here, we have a legal block downfield. Good catch by John Fordham. And instead of ball on about the 14-yard line, we're going to move it back to near midfield. So we come back and they get good pressure right here. And Benji just does a good job of leading the blockers and gets the ball back near the line of scrimmage. So we punt. Jay Dukes punting.
Jay did a good job of punting the football throughout. Excellent job of Blake Smith down the field. We did a great job of covering. We come back and run the counter option. Bam, that's a fine hit. And they get outside our containment. Our starters, once again, is James Couch at 1 tackle, Darby McCamey at the 5 tackle. Our drop in was Kevin Carpenter, and our good tackle right there, our Bo. And our anchor in is Craig Cady. Our strong safety is George Woods. Our free safety is Bo Hammock. Our corners are Marcel Anderson and John Fordham. So they come back, and this is Marcel Anderson and Bo once again making the tackle. Run their fullback, Blake Smith, along with Bucky Wright. There's the counter, sweep. Once again, they did a good job. Murray County's a fine offensive football team. They did some good things offensively. And this young man right here is an excellent football player, Ornby, and he breaks 47 yards, 48 yards for a touchdown, and they do a good job of blocking us out there. It was a well-executed play on their part. So give them a lot of credit. We missed a tackle there, and they kicked the extra point to go up 7-0 late in the first quarter.
All right, so they kick off, and they get a short kickoff. It's fielded by Tolly Campbell right there, and he just fell on it, trying to, keep from losing the ball. So we come out on the first play here and run a veer outside, and we don't really knock them off right there, and they do a good job of stuffing us. They're really fired up right now. Come back with a pass. Nobody's open, well covered, but Benji picks up good yardage. Come back with a sweep to Ty Macon. Ty does a good job getting outside. Fine linebacker right there does a good job on pursuit. Of course, we got basically the same starters in there, except Matt Eichholz is now playing left tackle, Tolly Campbell at tight end, Bucky Wright at one guard, Lane Lewis at another, and Clint Bagley at center, and Robbie Robinson playing tackle. And of course, our wideouts are Bethel and Fordham, and split in is Ryan Mittingham. This is going to John. And come back here on a little draw play. Ty picks up good yardage here. And it's a very aggressive ball game. There are really people out there getting after each other. So we come back here on the end of one quarter. We come back and start the second quarter down 7-0. 3rd down and 5. Got a long shot at the scoreboard there.
I didn't know if that was the scoreboard at the concession stand.
They're checking up hamburgers there. All right, come back here and run a pass to Tolly, and ball is thrown hard. Tolly just mishandled it. We try a long field goal, Coach.
Right, this was just about as good as a punt, and Jay Dukes misses the field goal, and they come back on a counter sweep and run the boot off of it, and Bo Hammock making a tackle. They come back, run the fullback, and here again, this is Mostella, and he too is a fine runner, has great balance and very good quickness. They run the counter trap at us, and it was Jason Hyde making the tackle on Ornby for a 2 or 3 yard loss. They come back with the toss sweep, and once again, it's Ornby. That's Jay Dukes making the tackle. So they're moving the ball, and we missed a tackle there, and that's give the young back some credit for keeping his feet moving, doing a good job running the ball. This is Jason Hyde making the tackle on the counter option. Here's this counter sweep once again, and that's Hornby breaking outside, and boy, they really blocked us well right there. Really, really doing some good things on offense there. They come back, and it was well played by Craig Cady. Also in on the tackle was Jason. That was a big play. That was a big turning point right there. Big play in the ball game. Here you see it come down, and they make the hit on the quarterback, and he pitches it back, and I don't know what happened with the pitch relationship there, but we were very fortunate to come up with a big loose ball.
Benji forgot the snap count right there. We run the counter sweep and misblocked that, and they do a good job stuffing us right there. Come back on the next play, run the veer, pitch it to Ty, and Ty does a pretty good job picking up pretty good yardage. We did a little checking off in this ball game. Here we come back with a playoff tackle and hard running by Jeff Green. Come back and run the counter sweep the other way, and Ty does a real good job there, hitting his hole, and we have pretty good blocking. We feel like we can move the ball right here. You know, and our boys are giving a supreme effort right here. Come back, come off the ball, pick up a yard or two with Jeff Green, come back on the sneak on 3rd and short, get the first down. I can throw a little pass out here to John, a little bit overthrown. 2nd down, come back with an option to the weak side. And Kyle Macon picks up good yardage. It's going to be 3rd down and short again. Come back and run a trap, and we're blocking up there, and Jeff gets more than he needs for 1st down. So we come up on the 1st down here, and a pass to Charlie Bethel. Charlie does a good job catching the ball and then getting about 5 more yards. Charlie Campbell down there trying to help out blocking. Come back here and mishandle the snap. Come back on the next play, run a bootleg pass. It's good concentration, good holding on to the ball by Charlie Campbell there, because I'm going to tell you, he took a shot right after he caught it, come back, run the veer play, and just mishandle it, and I tell you, it was unfortunate because we were moving the ball right here.
So he fumbled back to Murray County. They fumbled to us, and here goes Ormby once again. And we have a lot of red jerseys out there. First to hit was fine tackle right there by Kevin Carpenter. The previous play was Marcel Anderson making the tackle. Marcel had another fine ball game. He's getting better. So they were offside in motion. And cost them 5 yards. We're late in the half, and that wraps up the first half with Dalton behind 0-7. We'll be right back to take a look at the 2nd half after the commercial break.
Your friends and neighbors at Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust invite you to call or come by and talk to one of our friendly account representatives about our full range of deposit and loan services at competitive rates. There's no service charge for regular checking accounts maintaining an average balance of $500 in your checking account, and no service charge for Classic Club checking accounts for people 50 years of age or older. There's no limit on the number of checks you write, no charge for ATM transactions, plus checks and deposit tickets are returned to you with your monthly statement. So come on in, and while you're at Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust, discover how easy and convenient it is to have your Social Security or payroll check deposited directly into your account at Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust. For more information about our services, call 226-1500. That's 226-1500. Or come by Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust on the corner of Thornton and Morris Street. Dalton Whitfield Bank and Trust, what you want a bank to be. Member FDIC.
That's Mommy's little sweetheart.
Now there's a new Stainmaster carpet that handles foot traffic like never before. New Stainmaster Extra Life. Only from DuPont.
At Carpets of Dalton, we're rebuilding. That's right, we're rebuilding our galleries and our furniture showroom, but don't wait on a new showroom.
We have thousands of square feet of quality name brand furniture with new orders arriving daily.
So during our warehouse showroom sale, you can save on floor samples and all the custom orders.
So for quality and value, don't forget
Carpets of Dalton, exit 135, under the big sign in Dalton, Georgia.
All right, they kick off to us to start the second half. A lot of people there, a lot of motion. Boy gets a good kick here, and John Fordham takes it on about the 15, gets a good return here. John shows his speed right here and quickness, gets outside and gets us in good field position up to about the 38-yard line. So the first play, we come out and run off tackle, and Jeff picks up about 3 or 4 yards. And Jose Lampley is now playing tailback for us. Jose's a sophomore, weighs nearly 200 pounds. He's a strong runner. Come back and run pitch to Jose, but that was well played by then. Jose didn't have much of a chance, so we come down with 3rd down about 7. Come back and run a pass. They have us well covered, get a sack, so it doesn't look too good the way we're starting the second half.
This is Jay Dukes punting. So he gets off another fine punt, average 40 yards of kick. Once again, excellent coverage by Darby McCamey, Bo Hammock, Bucky Wright. Excellent job. Now they come out on their toss sweep. Bam, well played right there by George Woods and Kevin Carpenter. Well played. Come back and run a counter trap. Now that's the play that we made our adjustment to, and we were able to close that down in the second half. It was Jason High making first a hit. They come back, well played right there by Jason High also. And so 4th down, they punt the ball 3 and out, and he shanks the ball off to the right, and the ball rolls down the field and stepping out of bounds with it.
He's lucky he got a good roll on that, Coach. Got
very good roll.
All right, we come back and really start clicking now. Run a deep pass to Ryan Mittingham, just a well-thrown pass. Seemed like Ryan picked up a little bit extra speed there when the ball in the air. We look at the replay. Good protection in the line.
That's perfect. Good, like I say, good protection, well thrown. Great
Gets us down to about the 22-yard line. Come back, gonna pass out to John Fordham. John picks up about 5 yards for us. Come back, run a sweep to Jose. Jose starts turning it on here. I'm telling you, he's running up people's backs. And it's good blocking. Come back, and this is a touchdown pass to Tolley on a lateral pass or bootleg.
It's a great effort right there on Benji's part, too, Coach. They had that corner blitz on.
He did a good job, kind of jumped up and threw the ball. So now we're 6-7, Coach.
Craig Cady kicking and
snapping.
Or snapping, and Charlie Bethel holding, and Jay Dukes doing the kicking. Three young men have done an excellent job for us all year. Jay kicking off. Picks the ball down to about the 2-yard line. And we don't do as good a job covering right there as we had been doing in the past ball game. That's George Woods making a tackle, along with Robbie Robinson. And well played by Craig Cady. Excellent job. Craig has played well in every ball game, and once again he had another fine ball game this week. It's been very steady for us. Here they come back on throwing the football, and they faked the reverse and kept it and threw the ball, throwing the ball down the field, throwing incomplete. Good job right there by Percy Harrison and Craig Cady. Also John Fordham. John has great closing speed and did a good job. And that was on 3rd down. They were in motion, so we declined the penalty, and once again it brings up a 4th down. They punt the ball. We have good pressure there up the middle by Jay Dukes and Ryan Minningham, or that's John Fordham doing a good job of fair catching the ball.
And here comes Jose. Good block by Jeff Green out there. Good block by Charlie Bethel, and I don't know if you showed it there, but Bucky Wright had a good block. And Jose just lowered his shoulders and gets some extra yards. Come back, run a trap up the middle.
Boy, it's a great block by Bucky.
Start opening it up there, and Bucky did a trap block there, did a good job. Come back with a sweep again. Jose just showing his power and speed right there. Running to the short side of the field. Come back, run off tackle with Jeff. Jeff's getting good yardage right there. Bobby Robinson did a good job blocking right there on that play. Come back, run a pass, streak pass to John Fordham. John just outruns his man, gives us the lead.
John's made some big plays for us this year, Coach, and hopefully he continues to make those kind of plays. We're going to need him Friday night against Cedar Town.
Sure we are, Coach.
Here again, Jay's making the extra point, and now the score is 14-7 in favor of Dalton with 2:54 remaining in the third quarter. So it's a big quarter for us offensively and defensively, and also in the kicking game. So we're kicking off, kicks the ball into the corner, and they start their return. This was Kevin Crawford down making the tackle. Kevin's done a good job for us all year long, and really needs to get some more playing time. And he works hard in practice and is ready to play some. I think he'll make a great contribution down the stretch. They throw the ball down the field, and we had it well covered. John was right there, along with Bo Hammett. They come back with their toss sweep, and boy, this is fine play by George and Craig and Kevin Carpenter, Craig Cady. Third down, they come. Oh, good job by Craig and Percy. Excellent job, Craig. Craig was very alert in the ball game, very intense. So they were 3 and out once again. Punt. Punter kicks the ball short, and we'd let the ball roll down the field. We take over. We had an illegal block on the play. They refused that penalty.
Come back to the counter sweep here and break down on the block and into getting ready to start the fourth quarter here, up 14-7. Still a lot of tension, Coach, but
they're still hitting. That's for sure. Both sides still hitting.
We felt like we had control of the tempo right here, and we weren't going to let up. And give credit to our boys right there. Charmaine Goins is now playing the tackle coach because Robbie's hadn't played a little defense.
Robbie did a great job for us on defense too.
Charmaine's come in to play in Robbie's place, give Robbie a little break, come back to the counter option, and good play by the quarterback there, Dean. But not quite enough, so we have to punt it away.
Ooh, a little too much pressure right there. That was a great high kick, and the ball, Bucky Wright down in the ball along with Bo Hammock. Nice kick of some 43 yards. They come back and boom, right there. Kevin's right there on the spot, making the tackle on the counter sweep along with Jason Hyde. This is Jason and also Darby McCamey making the tackle. On third down, a fake sweep, good pressure. Good job right there by Jay Dukes, Craig Cady, Percy Harrison forcing a fumble. And they're very fortunate to get back on it. Brings up a 4th and long. They punt the ball right at the end zone. And it puts us in real good field position. Boy gets off a nice kick.
He's a good punter.
Very good kicker.
All right, so we take over on 45, about 46-yard line. And I think this is when Jose goes to work. Good blocking there. Not running the veer much, just trying to get in there and get after it. Checking off a little bit here and there. Come back to the sweep. Bucky Wright does a good block right there. Jose just outrun some of his blockers. Come back here and run a little veer play, and Jeff hits it in there, picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Back a little pass play to Tolly. Tolly does good concentration. The ball was drilled.
Nice throw.
So we're mixing it up good. Come back and run the trap up the middle, and they played that good. They just did a good job on that play. We're going to give Jose another opportunity there, and he takes the best of it and just keeps those big legs churning. Makes turns a 4-yard gain into about an 8-yard gain. Come back on the veer again, and good job reading there by Benji, and he picks up needed yardage for the first down. Well, one thing about it, we're eating up some clock right here. That was one of our objectives, to score and eat up clock. Good block right here by downfield by Matt Icoats, pulling and picking up the block right there.
Right there over. And right through that time.
I tell you what, it takes one when he gets open field coverage, it's hard for one person to bring him down.
Good running. Once again, we get the extra point by Jay Dukes, and we now move ahead 21-7 with 5:04 remaining into the fourth quarter. They were guilty of roughing our kicker on that particular play, and so they penalized 15 yards, and Jay kicks the ball through the uprights, which is good. It goes into the street there. That was a great kick. Great kick. We come out, and here they throw the ball up the sideline, and Bo Hammock makes a fine tackle. And it gives them the first down. They come back on first down and throwing the ball once again. And great effort right there. We tipped the ball. Kevin Carpenter tips the ball. Bo Hammock, I thought, had made a great interception. That was George Woods tipping the ball. George had a heck of a game. He recovered a fumble, the first fumble. Then he comes back and makes a good tip there. And then he comes right here, and we get a tip, and George makes the interception. So he had a fine football game. He's playing good for us, and George is just a sophomore. That's 3 big plays for the night for George.
So we get the ball back, and we're wanting to eat up some clock. I'll tell you what, Jose eating up some yardage there. And we eventually take the ball in to score. Come back with Jose again. Jose finding that seam. Tell you what, you better wrap up with Jose. And gets good yardage. I think a penalty slows us down here, and end up really having to throw the ball, even though we're ahead. But when we need so much yardage, we're going to have to throw the ball, but try to make it up. But we come back here with play with Jeff Green off tackle, and good blocking in there. Come back and go to the left side this time. Sweep with Ty Macon in. Jose was giving him a little break there, but there's our penalty. We get a holding penalty. So, we're backed up now, and we feel like we want to maintain possession of the ball, so we call this pass play, and I tell you what, it's just Ryan Meetingham just open. Right there he was.
So that's fine throwing catch. Good protection by our offensive line, Coach.
Yeah, they did a good job picking up the blitzes.
That's fine.
Good footwork by Ryan right there.
Very good. Ryan's a big play player also. Makes some big plays. He and John out there at the wideouts. Benji throwing the ball. Of course, it takes that line of scrimmage to hold them out there. Once again, it's the same trio with Craig and Charlie and Jay kicking. With 2:10, we go up 28-7. Jay Duke's kicking off. Gets the ball down to beyond the goal line. And they take over on the 20. They are once again guilty of illegal procedure. So penalized back 5 yards. With pressure, and their tailback was in motion also. So they waved that one off and going to replay. Here they come on their bootleg. We'll give them something short there. John Fordham making the tackle. Here we get good pressure by Kevin Carpenter, and they dump the doggone thing over to the tight end there. That's where our linebacker left from. Good reaction by our folks. Good pressure there, but Darby, and a great interception of Marcel Anderson.
Showed some good closing.
Oh, he did. He's just playing real well. I'm real happy to see Marcel get that interception.
We're actually eating up the clock right here, and we're going to, get as much as we can. out of this Jeff Green, picking up good yardage, and we could have actually run another play in there, but we just went ahead and let the clock run out, Coach.
Well, it was a great win for Dalton High School. Our young men had worked hard and very deserving of this 28-7 win over Murray County. And, we'll be back after a commercial break with our sponsor for Coach Chappell and Irwin. Coach, I hope that our young men enjoyed their weekend and enjoyed this victory, because it was certainly a sweet victory, and you got to give Murray County a lot of credit because they certainly played hard, worked hard throughout the ball game.
We ran a test on our carpet. Actually, we walked it, 50,000 wood treads. And we proved that Anso Crush Resistor still looked good, because Anso Crush Resistor bounces back. But when you come into the showroom, you may want to bring some test equipment of your own. Anso Crush Resistor, the carpet that bounces back.
In Augusta, a new pickup helped the Dixons turn weekend projects into profits. In Carrollton, we helped the Mitchells put down roots in their neighborhood. And in Albany, a hatchback allowed Deborah Carver's son to start college with more than just new towels. Nations Bank loan specialists have helped people all across Georgia with car loans, loan refinancing, and loans for home improvements. Come see how Nations Bank can give you the power to make a difference in your life.
Hello, Danny Taylor here for Cosby Ford Mercury. Cosby Ford Mercury has a large inventory of fine, low-mileage, late-model trade-ins and Ford program cars to choose from that won't squeeze your budget. And at Cosby Ford Mercury, all their frontline used cars are backed with a Ford factory warranty. Cosby Ford Mercury, 27 North in Lafayette, Georgia. Discover the Cosby difference and hang in there.
All right, Coach. Cedar Town, an ancient rival, and a long trip down there, and they're just coming off a great win over Northwest. And before you comment, early this year, and as the year has gone on, Larry Green has kept telling me that this is a team to watch, that this is a very talented Cedar Town team, and they played stiff competition, and they seem to be coming into their own right at the time that we go down there.
That's true. They have excellent personnel, particularly on defense. The defensive linemen and linebackers, we haven't seen anything like that this year. They're big, and not only are they big, but they're extremely quick and hard hitting. Their linebackers are really hard hitters. The defensive line can control an offensive line. So we got to come up with some scheme that we can take advantage of what they do best. If they have a weakness, it's probably in the secondary, and only one or two spots back there that I've seen looking at tapes on. But Northwest took advantage of that. That's how they moved the football on them, was through the air. You're not going to run on them too much because of the size and quickness that they have at line of scrimmage and at the linebackers. Offensively, Cedar Town always looks the same to me. Yeah. They always have these big old linemen and those fast backs, and that's exactly what they've got now. But the quarterback is starting to come around and play better than he's played in other games. So Cedar Town, we beat them twice last year, so I'm sure that they're sitting and waiting and licking their chops and hoping that we'll be still enjoying the Murray County game and not getting really ready for them. But we've got to get ready. This will be a tougher ball game than the Murray County game.
Well, it's not only, and also it's away from home,
and it's an old rivalry too.
An old rivalry. So get them ready, Coach, and we'll all get down there early Friday night and welcome you on the field.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.